Good night, brothers and sisters of St. George Northeast. And a special good night also to everyone listening to us online, whether far and near. Let me welcome you to St. George Northeast. You all know me. I am Nimrod Ollivierre. I've been walking these hills and these streets, sitting on your verandas, sharing a cup of bush tea with you, and dodging the same potholes that are damaging our vehicles in these streets. As I'm sitting and hanging with you at home, some are calling you rum drinkers and crackhead. But we know, keep that in mind, because come election day, we will make them remember calling us crackhead and rum drinkers. I come humbly before you here tonight, not as a big fancy politician with some suit on, that will be promising you the moon and the stars. I come here humble just as each and every one of you. I am a son of the soil. Someone who knows the struggles that each and every one of you are facing. Let's talk plainly. Right now, the cost of living has people in Grenada feeling like survival is a luxury. Every trip to the supermarket feels like you need to take a loan from the bank before you go in. You pick up two little bags, and by the time you get to the cashier, you're looking at the receipt. When the cashier hands you the receipt, you're looking like receipt like it must be some sort of mistake. It's the look of horror on each and every one of our face. And don't get me started on the light bill, you know. Nowadays, when we get that Grenada envelope, we got to take a deep breath. We got to sit down, and we say in a little prayer. Because we're not sure if that bill is a bill of a death sentence via or through a heart attack. Boy, these roads are so bad. Nowadays, we ain't even had to go in the sea to feel sick. You hit a pothole, and it's like a wave smashing against a boat. For those of us that go to Carriacou, those potholes feel like we maneuvering through Kickham Jimmy. And right here in our constituency, the Willis Bypass Road is a project started by the New National Party, and it was stopped by the NDC administration, and 3 years and months later, still incomplete. The Boca playing field, well, it's like they abandoned that one. And right next door, the Vendomme playing field is still incomplete. Where right across the street, you have school children there that has to take a bus to go to Bousséjou just to have their sports. That is not good, and we have to continue speaking up and speaking out so that we get the needed improvements in our community. These projects were meant to bring relief and recreation, dignity to our people. But this administration has turned their back and left them halfway done. I stand here before you tonight so that you could join me as we tell the MP for this constituency, fix it now. We need to let the MP know that this administration needs to stop playing games with people's lives. Let's talk about the backbone of this country, our farmers. This village right here has fed this nation from time immemorial. These men and women are out there breaking their backs in the blazing sun. They're planting dasheen, nutmeg, cocoa, banana, and feeding this entire nation. And what do we do to them? This administration has blatantly turned their backs on the farmers of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. There is no support for the farmers. We treat them like second-class citizens, while we depend on them to produce food for us. And still, I will reiterate, I'm serious when I say just a couple days ago, I did a video right here in Vendomme. And the supporters of the NNC referred to them as crackheads and rum drinkers. The same farmers that are planting the food for our sustenance in this country. But like I said, come election day, I know these farmers and the hard-working citizens of St. George Northeast will remind the NDC of what they were called. Brothers and sisters, let me be real with you. Beyond neglect, it pains us in this constituency regarding the embarrassment that the MP has caused us in this constituency. We look at the MP that's engaged in antics, semantics, constantly making questionable statements, and just generally involved in behavior that is not becoming of what a truly devoted member of parliament should be. The long and short of it is he has not represented St. George Northeast properly. You know, I talk about it from time to time. We have an MP that was fired from the cabinet. He's involved in blunder after blunder. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? It's not a good look for us, because I want an MP that's sitting at the cabinet table so that he can have a voice to advocate for the constituency when the pie is being shared, so that we can get our fair share of the pie. Our lives in St. George Northeast matters. Grenada does not only consist of St. David's. St. George Northeast matters. We deserve leadership that brings respect, not ridicule. We deserve a representative who lifts up this community name and not one who drags it into shame. St. George Northeast is full of hard-working, decent people, and we cannot and must not allow our image to be tarnished any longer. Just today, and I want you to listen to this, just today, the Member of Parliament made reference on a national program that 8 new businesses was opened in St. George Northeast. Well, that was going to be my next thing, but somebody said it. When and where? I am walking the streets, And I know. He said 8 new businesses were opened and a lot of jobs was created, not just in St. George Northeast, but he said jobs were created for persons here as well as throughout Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. I'm still trying to find out where and when these businesses were open. But we will hold him accountable, because as I walk the streets and I talk with the residents, I hear their cries and I hear their complaints. Right? I don't know if it was a mistake. Maybe he wanted to say not, and he was thinking 8, because maybe he got a call right before that he has 8 more years to finish school. But I don't know. I was just thinking that. But as you and I know, it doesn't have to be this way. We have seen better days under the new National Party. When we were in office, we didn't just talk, we worked. And we worked for you. We built roads. We repaired schools. And we delivered water and other valuable essentials to communities that had been waiting for decades. That is a fact, ladies and gentlemen. We have a former Minister of Agriculture here, and I could tell you, even before I got into politics, I was aware of what Brother Roland Bola, as a Minister of Agriculture under the new National Party, was doing for farmers. We supported our farmers and provided opportunities for youth elsewhere. Provided opportunities for youths to elevate themselves. The new National Party ensured that ordinary Grenadians saw real and tangible progress. Because of the new National Party, prosperity prevailed. We were able to develop a number of programs like the Imani, Empower, Youth Biz, where our young people were given an opportunity to succeed. Prosperity should never be for a small clique of friends in the St. George's area. Right now, it seems like it's only a small clique of friends and family that is benefiting. I think the big word for that is nepotism. But we too deserve our share, and we want a share because we have worked. Many of you have worked to build Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique under the new National Party. Prosperity must reach the farmer in Willis, the shopkeeper and the nurse in Bolio, the teacher in Montparnasse and Tempe, and the nurses and the accountant and the farmers right here in Vendomme. That is the NNP way. All must benefit because Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique belongs to each and every one of us. Hear me well. Hear me well. When the new National Party returns to power or returns to office, we will bring relief and we will bring results. We will fix the roads and the drainage so that you can drive without losing a tire, having to buy front-end parts every month. We will complete what has been left abandoned. I assure you, I will fight and advocate with the head of the cabinet so that the Willis Road will be completed. the Boca playing field will be finished, and the students of Boca given a playing field. Well, not just the students and the residents in the community given a playing field that they can use with adequate facilities. And right here in Vendomme, I have roots in Vendomme. I have offsprings here, so I will work feverishly to ensure that the Vendomme playing field is completed. Under the new National Party, we will not be driving around and looking like we're living in a neglected place. And I was almost tempted to say, any project that they start, I assure you the new National Party will complete it. But the thing is, they didn't the thing is, they haven't started no capital project after 3 years in the office. The new National Party will support our farmers. We will not make empty promises to them. But we will speak to them in a language that they understand with tangible things to help them produce more, so that they can earn more from the sweat as they feed our nation and make sure that we remain a healthy nation. The new National Party will create jobs in the constituency so that our young people don't feel like they have no choice but to hang around on the block and engage in activities like gambling and selling illegal drugs. We will ensure that the young people in our nation is taken care of. We are going to build a Northeast where you can raise your children with dignity, where small businesses can strive, and where people feel safe and supported. Brothers and sisters, you know me. I am not a stranger. I didn't just show up when the election bell rang. And we are in opposition now, and I am here with you every day, day in, day out, rain, sunshine, thunder. I am here with you. I am listening to your stories. I am listening to your complaints. And I'm giving you my pledge that when the new National Party returns to office, we will take care of your concerns and your issues, because under this administration, after 3 years, it is very clear to us that nothing will be done. You will continue to see me at your doors. You will see me at the funerals. And if you invite me, I will be there at the weddings and the birthday parties too. I will continue to attend the church services throughout the length and breadth of the constituency, because I am part of your struggle. And so I would not run away with it. You wouldn't see me driving with my glass up and refusing to talk to you. My glass in my vehicle would always be down, and I always have a listening ear for you. So tonight I say to you, the time has come to reclaim progress with the new National Party. Brothers and sisters, let us get organized. Let us mobilize. Get registered. Let's canvass the voters list. Let us stand shoulder to shoulder so that we can bring back development and dignity to St. George Northeast. The truth is simple. Every time the NDC comes into office, they leave Grenada in deep trouble. And every single time, it is the new National Party that has to rescue Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. But that's all right. We will put our gloves on, put our boots on, and we will clean up the mess that's left by the destructive National Congress. We did it before, and we will do it again. Brothers and sisters, the NNP is ready. Together we will rise. Together we will make Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique shine. Together, sunlight will come over this nation and it will be a brighter day under the auspices of the new National Party. Thank you, my brothers and sisters. Thank you.